everybody, this is dkdynamite for a late night zombies update. Now, I wanted to drop this video earlier today, but I had a couple of things I had to take care of, so I apologize for that, but better late than never. Now, I also have two other real spicy videos dropping here on the channel in the next couple of hours before the start of Season 1, so we're definitely going to be using all of our YouTube notifications today, which I'm really excited about, and then after those videos go live, I'll be live streaming the official countdown to the start of Season 1. Hopefully you guys can make it. Now, earlier today, Treyarch ended up dropping a deep dive video showing us what to expect with the start of a new season, and in that video we got quite a bit regarding zombies, which really made me happy. We not only got some early gameplay of the new Season 1 zombies game modes, but we also got confirmation of exactly when the next zombies map is going to release, as well as the location of that map. Definitely stay tuned, but before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and also be sure to use code DYNAMITE to save 10% off any Control Freak orders. Their link is of course down below in the description, and with the holidays right around the corner, now is the perfect time to finally pick up those beautiful Juggernaut Control Freaks, which got announced quite some time ago. So hopping into Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War Zombies, we got some really nice early gameplay of Jingle Hells, which to me seems like it's probably going to be one of the more creative holiday-themed modes Treyarch has ever done, especially for zombies. And we also got some gameplay of Cranked, which again seems like it's going to be a bit more of a competitive version of Rush, if you guys played that back in Black Ops 4. And as a reminder though, Jingle Hells will be the only mode available when Season 1 drops tomorrow. Cranked will not be available until I think later on in Season 1, so whenever we get the Season 1 Reloaded update is when we'll end up seeing Cranked, but I'm glad they at least showed us some type of gameplay today. And because of COVID, unfortunately, the production of Treyarch's new video was toned down a little bit, and I fully understand why, but I really appreciate the effort by them to bring us some type of a showcase video interviewing the devs. It's not quite the same as the showcase videos we're used to whenever a DLC drops, but they're trying their best while working from home, so we can all notice that by now. But when it comes to a new zombies map, it was confirmed by the legends themselves that we will not be seeing one until the start of Season 2, which we presume to be at some point in February, but they did mention that the intel they recently dropped into Maschine does hint as to what's to come with future zombie maps. And what do you know, a lot of the intel they added in really points to Khe Sanh or Vietnam, which probably means that Firebase Z will in fact be the first DLC zombies map for Black Ops Cold War. Now, for people out there that are saying that we have to wait way too long for a new zombies map, right, around 3 months, you have to remember that we have a couple of different problems here. Not just COVID, but the fact that Treyarch stepped into this project late and turned what wasn't their Call of Duty into their Call of Duty, into a Black Ops game. So besides that as well, I am fully aware that in previous Black Ops iterations, we had to wait around 3 months anyway for a new zombies map. Usually DLC 1 dropped in late January, early February. Their Eisendrache released in, I think it was early February. So we're kind of on the same pace DLC wise, but to play devil's advocate, the problem is that Black Ops Cold War is the first zombies iteration where we legitimately only have one map on disc. Unless you count Dead Ops Arcade 3, which you can if you want, then this is literally the first iteration where we just have one map. Black Ops 1 had 2 maps. Black Ops 2 had many more thanks to, you know, being able to break up transit. Black Ops 3 had 2, and Black Ops 4 had around 3 to 4, depending on if you bought the Black Ops Pass. But looking at Black Ops Cold War, it's like, damn, we really have the foundation for a replayable zombies experience. It's right there at the grasp of our hands. It's just, this game is lacking more zombies maps. So if Black Ops Cold War had launched with at least 2 maps, then we would be in a much better position right now to where people wouldn't be that upset about waiting until February for a new zombies map. Another idea if Treyarch had more time would have been the Black Ops 4 approach, except without dropping 4 maps at the same time, they could have had maps ready to go, but then drop them periodically so that the wait for Season 2 wouldn't feel that long for zombies fans. In Black Ops 4, they could have dropped that game with just Blood, and then a week later added Classified, a week later added Voyage, a week later added 9. Imagine how hot the momentum would have been for zombies if they periodically dropped new maps for like a 4-week period. So in Black Ops Cold War, that actually could have happened, since before the launch of the game, it was heavily rumored by lots of verified insiders that the game would have actually dropped with at least 3 different experiences: the Maschine, Nocturne Total Survival, and something called Firebase Z. So what if that was the plan at one point? Maybe not to drop the game with all 3 of those, but at least to periodically drop those maps a couple of weeks after launch to keep zombies hot before we have to wait, you know, 3+ months for another map with Season 2. That could have actually worked, right? Imagine if a week after launch, they dropped Noct Survival, and then the start of Season 1, they dropped Firebase Z, and then Season 2 would drop in February, and we would already already have 3 maps on our belt, which would have made everything feel a lot better. That definitely could have happened, and hopefully at one point in the future, Treyarch does decide to do that, because I think momentum is key here. You know, I'm all about quality over quantity, right? I'm totally on board with that. Even though I do think Black Ops 4's launch zombies maps did have quite a bit of quality, it still felt like quantity over quality, just for the sole fact that the community was so divided. But if you periodically drop maps for at least a 4-week period, that would change zombies in ways that we've just never seen before. Now, they also briefly showed us some new challenges being added to zombies, and on screen the rewards just look like XP, but in a previous blog post they had mentioned that there'll be 20 challenges added to multiplayer and 20 to zombies, and by completing those challenges you get some interesting calling cards. And to me it's still something, but it seems like aside from that we'll also be seeing these easier challenges which unlock XP, so it's still something, right? In previous zombies iterations we had a game release, you had some zombies maps, and then we wouldn't get anything zombies related until DLC, but we're getting some real healthy updates to zombies, which is still something, on top of the game modes like Jingle Hells and Crank. It was also confirmed in the Treyarch video, the deep dive of Season 1, that Onslaught will be getting more updates for PlayStation users, so they essentially confirmed that every multiplayer map will get Onslaught support, but not all the maps will get support right away. They're going to go little by little, of course, with some of the newer maps that are being added to multiplayer, and then Raid will get Onslaught support, I think, during the mid-season update, so it'll take some time, but their goal is to definitely have Onslaught support for every zombies map. Definitely worth a try. More rewards will be added in for getting a certain amount of chalices. It's, of course, I think the weekly or monthly challenge reward for the Onslaught playlist. Be on the lookout for that if you're on PlayStation. And they also mentioned cruise missile support for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. If you guys saw my round 100 stream a couple of weeks ago, I used a chopper gunner on some higher rounds and my game literally froze and the whole game was broken. Luckily, it somehow didn't end my game. I ended up going down in a frozen screen, but I managed to clutch up and finish the challenge. But chopper gunners are broken on higher rounds, so maybe cruise missiles won't be as broken, but could definitely serve as good get out of jail free cards. If you get cornered, just pop one out and then, you know, rain down on some of the zombies with your cruise missile. Hopefully it doesn't break games on some of those higher rounds. But that is about it. This has been DK Dynamite. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about the announcements regarding Black Ops Cold War Zombies with Season 1? What do you think about having to wait 3 months for a new map in Season 2? And are you guys excited for anything else that's coming with Season 1, like the Rebirth event or the gunfight mode? Will you guys be playing other things to keep you busy if all you care about is zombies, or are you moving on to other things? Leave all your thoughts down below and enjoy the rest of this Treyarch interview talking all about zombies.
All right, let's just jump right into all that is Season 1, and let's talk about the holiday version of Maschine. What does the team have planned?
So as you can see behind me, we are adding a new limited time mode called Jingle Hells, which is a retheming of Maschine for the holidays.
Jingle Hells.
A megaton has decided to take the mystery box and fly off, and instead of using the mystery box, players will now use snowballs scattered across the map to freeze zombies and drop presents. And inside those presents, you'll get all sorts of things, ranging from coal to ray guns.
How does the idea to do a holiday version come up in the first place? And then what does that conversation sound like?
I mean, it's a blast to do from a creative point of view, because you have a lot of kind of unlimited potential, ranging from enemies to the environment to power-ups. So it was just a lot of fun.
Let's jump ahead to something that's coming down the pipe mid-season. The team is planning a cranked mode. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so Cranked is a mode that is inspired from the multiplayer version. You have a timer of 30 seconds that's ticking down. When it reaches 0, you die. Every time you kill a zombie, that timer resets. It's even more frantic in 4-player when you're juggling between all these different zombies, trying to make sure everyone stays alive.
Jumping back to what is available at launch, PlayStation players who love Onslaught are going to be taking a little trip to New Jersey, no?
That's right. We're heading towards the Pines, the first map we are adding for multiplayer. Throughout the seasons, as we add these multiplayer maps, they will be added to Onslaught as well. So you'll be finding new opportunities to earn chalices and take on as many megatons as you can to earn rewards. Later this season, in addition to the Pines, we'll be adding Raid as well.
The team is also planning an Onslaught challenge, yes?
Yes, so that Jingle Hells theming moves into Onslaught as well. We'll have snowballs scattered throughout the map, even in Miami, and you'll be able to free zombies and drop presents. So it's a fun way to get more opportunities for weapons and power-ups.
What is it about season 1 that you are most excited for fans to experience?
For me, I'm excited to see the players get into these limited time modes and kind of experience just a different way to think about playing the game, right? Usually we've got this this path of getting to the mystery box or getting the power on. These modes kind of open up and change how you think about the mode, and that ends up being a lot of fun.
Is there anything that you want to add, anything that I may have forgotten along the way?
So for season 1, we're adding the cruise missile score streak to zombies. You'll be able to craft that at the table. It kind of adds a new way to clear out an area of zombies quickly. It's a little cheaper than the chopper gunner, and it's a lot of fun to just take control of that missile and come raining down fire and blow out the entire area and kill all the zombies. In addition, Zombies has its own unique daily and seasonal challenges moving forward. In general, this is just kind of the beginning. We're going to just be continuing to add new features and mechanics as the seasons go on. We view this mode as a living, breathing game that we're constantly going to refine and improve. We have a general philosophy at the design team, like we want to make sure that everything is awesome and fun to play. And we're constantly reading community feedback and reactions and listening.
Is there anything that you want to, I don't know, tease about season 2? Anything?
So recently we've added additional intel into Maschine for players to discover. You might find a hint of what's to come at the start of season 2. We will be bringing you a brand new map at the start, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. Look at the time. Kevin, thank you very much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Thanks, John, for having me.